to share a dream with you that I had, and it was about a dark blue purse. And this purse was embedded in a spiritual warfare dream. The this was a demonic dream from the time I walked into the dream until the time I walked out. And I'm gonna tell you where it's stemming from. It's stemming from a Bible study that I watched yesterday, and it was a great Bible study. And it was conducted by Myron Golden, and it was called Be Not Afraid, Only Believe. And if you have not watched that Bible study, go find it and watch it. But in that Bible study, towards the end, he spoke about three different types of faith. And he explained that these faiths were found in James chapter 2, starting at verse 14. And the three different types of faith were or are demonic faith, dynamic faith, and dead faith. And he explained the three faith. But what struck my attention and what held me all day long was that it is so easy for us, even as Christians, to operate in either one of these faiths on any given day or all in the same day if you are not constantly led or being led by the Holy Spirit. Especially those other two that you don't even think about, dead faith and the demonic faith. So I thought about this and I went to bed with this on my mind, thinking about this and, just telling God, I never want to operate in these types of faith, especially in this season, because I know you're doing so much. So as I go to bed, I found myself in this dream, and I knew from the minute that I walked into this dream that it was demonic because it was so dark. There was no light anywhere. So I walk into this dream, and it almost felt like I was walking into a pantry. And the pantry was big enough to hold about 10 people. It was really tall. And when I looked around, there were about 8 other women in this pantry with me. And I could tell that they were disguising themselves and that they were kind of watching me out of the side of their eyes. And they had these black curly like wigs on, you know, trying to disguise themselves. But I knew that, these women weren't right. My name is Karen. That's my name. So as I am looking at these women, I'm saying, wow, we're all in this dark area and they are appearing to be shopping around like they're looking for something. So I'm looking at them to see what they're looking for. And all of a sudden, on the back wall of the pantry, 3 shelves appeared. On the bottom shelf, there wasn't anything. On the middle shelf, there wasn't anything. But on the top shelf sat 3 purses. And there was one purse that all of us was eyeing. It was a beautiful, dark blue purse. And you could see the price tag of the purse. And the purse was $222. $222. This automatically, even in the dream, reminded me of Daniel 2:22 that says, he reveals deep and hidden things. He knows what lies in darkness, and light dwells with him. So I knew, just even in the dream, I knew that that purse had something to do with God. So as I'm standing there, I'm saying to myself, that is a beautiful Coach purse. And as I say this, my husband appears behind me. So let me throw this caveat in about when my husband appears in dreams. Normally, when he appears in dreams, he appears in two forms, either or two titles, either as my husband or as some type of higher godly divine image. So when he appears in a dream, I'm saying to myself, I know I'm in a dream. I knew I was like dreaming. And I said, I don't know what, my husband is right now. So I asked him, I said, hey, can you get me that purse? Because I like that purse. And he responds, and this let me know who he was. He says, no, you have the ability to get it. You get it. And when he said that, I knew then that he was operating in a godly defined figure. He was speaking for God. And what he was telling me in that moment was, Karen, you have the power. Um, you have the influence to get this. You also have the authority, which means I give you the right to be in this place right where you are representing God. And it also meant that I would have to move forward in faith to get that purse. So, as I'm looking at my husband, I'm saying to myself, okay, he's not going to help me. Let me go ahead and strategize and try to get this purse. So, in my mind, I'm thinking, I got to move between these giants, these ladies here, to get this purse because they're big and they're tall and they could just reach it, but I can't. So I got to strategize. I got to move. I got to figure out how I'm going to do this. So I'm literally wasting all this time doing this. And as I do this, one of the giants grabbed the purse off of the shelf. And now I'm devastated. Like, oh my gosh, she has the purse. So the giant turns around and she looks at me. And when she looked at me, I knew who she was. She was this really young female that I knew in real life. So I'm saying to myself, she got this purse, but she doesn't understand how to use it because I knew that inside that purse was something deep. It was a treasure. It was something in that purse. Not only was it beautiful, but I knew that there was something in it. But I knew that this young person did not know how to use it. And then the dream goes on to me moving outside with some even more demonic things going on. But I just want to talk about this portion right here of that purse because it made me think about this morning when I got up. What was taking me so long to get that purse? I had the power. I had the authority. I even had the faith. But there was something about me moving in that faith that wasn't right. And it made me go back to that Bible study when I thought about what Myron was saying. He was saying that you could be operating in demonic faith and don't even know it. And I wanted to give you the description of what he says about demonic faith and how Myron described it. He says, faith that make you aware enough to be afraid, but not aware enough to change. See, in that moment, I was not fearful of what was in the room, but fearful that I wasn't going to move right. So I was trying to create a strategy for the strategy that God had already given me. Have you ever found yourself doing that? Let me help you out, God, with this. Let me put some more details in there. Instead of just doing like Myron suggested doing in Bible study, just do it. Just have that faith, that dynamic faith, and just move. Do something. Because even demonic faith, it doesn't create change. It didn't change my situation at all. I still left out of that situation without the purse. And that's why I wanted to just share this because You could easily find yourself operating in this type of faith and don't even know it. So if you look at this dream, you could say, well, you. It seems like God is showing you in a pretty bad position right now. It's not that. God also warns us. He gives us the heads up on a situation, especially now. And that blue purse, it represented right now, right here, in the moment where God has a treasure for us. He has something for us that He's put up on the top shelf. But we're going to need our faith to get it. But the thing is, with the dream, this is how Satan comes in and try to play things. Satan knows the word. He knows what Proverbs 29:18 says. It says, where there is no vision, the people are restrained. The people are lost. They're wandering around, clueless, doing their own thing. So he understands the power of a vision. So he will try to infiltrate and put in his vision in our minds so that we can believe that that is what is going to happen to us, that we're going to miss out on the treasures of God in this season. And God warns us. He says, I'm going to allow this dream to come in to show you what Satan is going to try to convince you that you're going to miss out on this season. He's going to try to tell you that you don't have enough, or you're not tall enough, you're not smart enough, you're not spiritual enough, you're just not enough to get what God has for you. So God will show us these type of dreams to let us know that we do have enough and that we have to stay focused on what He has for us. So I just wanted to share this because I don't want anyone missing the blue purse, the deep blue secrets. The purse, Purse, represents God's treasures, His holding, His purpose for us. And I don't know if I mentioned it, but I said I like the coach bag that coaches, if you've seen the emblem of a coach, it's a man sitting on a coach with a horse. But this is God's way, His way of moving us into deeper. And He was showing me that in this season, He has so much more deeper revelation, deeper understanding for us. He has this deeper connection that He wants to make with us. But we have to operate in the faith that He has made available for us, that as Myron calls it in the Bible, the dynamic faith. And Myron describes it as this dynamic faith. It's that I can't help it faith. And it says that not only can I do something in this moment, but I can't help not doing something in this moment. I can't help not following God in this moment, because I am convinced beyond a shadow of a doubt that this is the season for me, that these are the things that God has for me, and I'm going to move in my faith to get those things. I'm not going to help God. I'm not going to stand still. I'm not even going to move in dead faith. And Myron describes dead faith as you believe in faith intellectually, but not enough to implement it in your life. Not enough to make any changes. Enough to say, oh, I believe that they can do it, but I can't do it. So I share this with you because I want you to understand that God is calling many of us in this season, that there are going to be treasures laid up for us in this season, that this is a judgment season, but this is also a season where God is going to be doing a lot of transferring. And God wants you to be available. He wants you to know that not only do you need power and authority, but you need that dynamic faith to grab on to His hidden treasures. All right, y'all. Y'all be blessed. I hope that this has helped you and just encouraged you. And if you get a chance, go and watch Myron Golden's video about Be Not Afraid, Only Believe. It would truly bless you. All right. Y'all have a great day.